Hey y'all, I thought while I munch on this avocado toast, I just thought I would talk about horror movies and things I noticed. So, it's always in the horror movies, the men and people who like don't believe women who like, they're like, I have a bad feeling. I have a bad feeling about this. And they're always like, no, it's fine, it'll be fine. It'll be very crunchy. But I feel like I've only seen two accurate, like off the top of my head, two accurate depictions of like female rage in horror movies, like when someone is attacking them, because I feel like they show like women going to freeze and the men are the ones fighting off like whatever is like the monster or whatever, or like what is causing the horror in the movie. But in real life, it's like never the men who protect people. It's always women who end up stepping in. And there's an interview of, oh my god, why can't I remember her name? Who played fucking Ellen, Legally Blonde. There's like this clip of her saying like, I hate reading the script and getting to that part where the woman's like, turns and goes, what do we do? Because when have you ever heard a woman say that in an emergency situation? Women just know what the fuck to do because we're actually supposed to be the leaders in charge. And I know that in the menu, Anna Taylor-Joy, she made the director change the script because when she found out, like, I don't want to spoil it, but she finds something out in the movie, like her character does, and it makes her really angry, and in the script, like it said she started crying, and she was like, no, that's not accurate. So they rewrote the script, and in it she gets really mad and like crawls across the table and like attacks the guy that paid her to go out on a date with him. And then in the movie Terrifier, there's this scene where the character Tara is running from Art the Clown. She, like, the way that she fights him off and, like, attacks him, I feel like is actually, like, accurate to what would happen, and I've never seen that. Maybe in Scream. I will say, I feel like Scream is accurate for how much, like, women will fight back and live through. And obviously, all of this has happened because, like, scripts have been written by men, because men have been the one who have predominantly been in the film industry, white men who are writing all of the scripts. It's like just now I feel like that women are starting to direct horror, which I feel like is exciting because I tend to prefer movies and shows that are directed by women or have women who are the writers, or like a director that's a woman. Women just like bring ideas, and like we have pattern recognition, I think, that men lack, and they just miss shit. Like they don't pay attention to things. And so like that's why I feel like the scripting is off, because their perception of what women are like when they're angry is super skewed, because we haven't been like allowed to be angry really. That's like an emotion that's not acceptable for a woman to express, especially a white woman. And in the Terrifier series, in the first movie, did get some backlash because there's a scene that definitely is interpreted as misogynistic. But basically, she gets sawed in half in the movie, right through her. And the director took that feedback, and then in the third movie, the clown took a chainsaw through a man, right through. You literally, like, the most insane movie I've ever watched. Like, please be careful if you watch that movie. But I thought that was like kind of slay, because it was like saying, I don't think that the director like consciously realized that's why he put it in the first movie, but I'm glad that because in the first movie he just used a saw to saw through Dawn, the character, and then in the third movie, he's using a full-on chainsaw. Men are like the physically stronger sex, gender, whatever you want to call it. Women at the same time had to evolve to be smarter in a different way. Survive, basically our apex predator. Because, fun fact, before like the patriarchy and stuff, women literally just like lived in villages with each other, and then the men would come and then like we would just kick them out. Live in our own space with the women and children. But I got a haircut, so feeling cute, feeling fresh, and I have my nails done too, because I'm going to be a strawberry shortcake for Halloween, so I'm excited to show you guys the costume.
Watching this back, and I want to mention that the scene from the first Terrifier where Dawn gets sawed in half is definitely, for me, like, interpreted as misogynistic, but also Art the Clown, like, brutally violates everyone that he kills unless it's with a pew. So I think it's more just another disgusting and brutal horror scene. I don't think it has to do as much with the fact that it's a misogynistic scene, and I think it was confirmed to me that it was just like another insane horror scene when he like upped it with the chainsaw in the third movie and used a male victim instead. I don't even know if like that's what they were intending to do, but like when I saw that, I like immediately made the connection.